Top 5 Extreme Insect Species. Number 5. Largest insect, Little Barrier Island giant weta. The giant weta, native to the Little Barrier Island of New Zealand, Deinocrida heteracantha, proudly bears the name of the heaviest and largest adult insect in the world, the record weight for one being of 71 grams or 2.5 ounces and more than 8.5 centimeters or 3.4 inches in length. A relative of the grasshopper and of the common house cricket, the giant weta is nowadays a vulnerable species. Number 4. Most venomous insect, harvester ant. The harvester ant, Bogenomyrmex maricopa, is the world's most venomous insect. However, it does not pose any threat to humans at all. Its venom is roughly 25 times stronger than that of the honey bee, but it is delivered in small doses, therefore rendering the harvester ant quite inoffensive. Most of you probably expected the Japanese giant hornet, the African killer bee or the bulletin of South America as contenders to this title. Surprisingly enough, the winner turned out to be in your very backyard, as members of these species are generally found throughout the U.S. Number 3. Longest insect migration, globe skimmer. The globe skimmer, Pantula flavescens, to be the insect with the longest migration of all insects, its journey dwarfing that of the famous monarch butterfly. Using the monsoon, these dragonflies travel from India to East and Southern Africa and back again, which adds up to between 14,000 and 18,000 kilometers. Furthermore, the long migration of these insects renders them as an accessible food source for migratory birds, which means that if anything happens to this species, many species of birds would find it very difficult, if not impossible, to perform their annual migrations. Number 2. Fastest flying insect, southern giant darnor. This species of dragonfly, Ostraflebia costalis, has been clocked to a speed of 35 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest insect in the world in terms of flight speed. Although there are previous claims that it would top 60 miles per hour, most experts disagree on their veracity. Nevertheless, there are many who consider that the title of fastest insect remains disputed among dragonflies, hawk moths, and horseflies, with various unverified measurements circulating about each one of these species. Number 1. Most feared insect, migratory locust. Locust migratoria, or the migratory locust, is arguably the most feared species of insect known by humankind. Although the mosquito is responsible for the most human deaths, the locust is the one insect that has made men cry in horror throughout history. Although locust swarms are rare nowadays, locust plagues still occur in some parts of the world, as was the case in Madagascar last year, or the 2004 locust outbreak that affected several countries in West and North Africa that resulted in losses of around $2.5 billion in terms of agricultural devastation.